Hey there, welcome back to the Property Management Podcast. Thank you so much for being here. Today, I'm diving into a topic that could seriously transform the way you engage with your tenants and investors. I'm talking about crafting a customer journey that takes your leads all the way through to becoming raving fans. And trust me, this isn't just some nice to have, it's a total game changer. But before we jump into the nuts and bolts, I want to share a quick personal story with you. Last year, I sold my property management business, a huge milestone in my career. But here's the thing, even though I'm no longer at the helm, I still get calls and messages from many of my clients. They reach out for advice on things like tenant selection, rental pricing, and even sales strategies. And you know what? That's because I built relationships with them, not just transactions. And that's the power of creating a customer journey that fosters trust and loyalty. These clients didn't just stop needing me after the sale. We had built a bond that lasted well beyond the business itself. So today I'm going to walk you through how you can create that same kind of loyalty with your own tenants and investors, from the very first contact all the way to turning them into your biggest raving fans. So let's dive on in. Let's start with the basics. What exactly is a customer journey? I like to think of it as a roadmap your tenants and investors take from the moment they hear about you to the point where they trust you, advocate for you, and stick with you for the long haul. For us in property management, it's not just about keeping properties managed. It's about building long-term relationships. And that's where the magic happens. If you get this journey right, you won't just have satisfied clients. You'll have loyal clients who become your biggest supporters, who refer you to others, and who keep coming back year after year. So let's break down the key touch points in that customer journey, those critical moments that can either make or break the experience and therefore the relationship with your clients. So the first thing is it all starts with attraction. It starts with getting the right people interested in you, whether it's through your SEO, social media, or good old-fashioned referrals. Your first touch points need to make a great impression. When someone hears about you for the first time, you want them to feel like you're the solution to their problems. Your messaging should be clear and aligned with what they really need, whether that's a reliable tenant or a great investment opportunity. The second touch point is the initial contact and then the lead nurturing. So when that lead reaches out to you, this is where you truly set yourself apart. Or if you are reaching out to the lead, it goes both ways. Your first contact with them should be timely, professional, and most importantly, genuine. Take the time to listen, double down on the listening, ask questions based on what their problems are, and show them that you understand their needs. You want them to feel valued from the moment they reach out, and this is the stage where trust begins to form, so make it count. The third touch point is the onboarding phase. So once they decide to work with you, the onboarding phase is your chance to really impress. Whether it's a new tenant or an investor, this is where you lay the foundations for that entire relationship. So make sure everything is clear, your processes, your expectations, your boundaries, the best way to get in touch with you. The smoother you make this stage, the more confidence they'll have in you moving forward. The fourth stage is the ongoing engagement stage. Now that they're on board, it's all about maintaining and growing that relationship. Regular communication, whether that's through emails, phone calls, or even just a check-in text, can make a huge difference. Keep them updated on things like rental prices or property performance or any changes in the local market. The goal here is to ensure that they feel cared for, informed, and supported. And if you go to the show notes after this episode, I have shared a freebie guide in there for you. It is a 12-month communication plan for your investor clients. And now that we've just we're into the new financial year, this is probably a perfect time to plan out your communication and touch points for ongoing engagement with your existing clients right now. So jump on over and download that freebie guide. And the final stage is advocacy. And you really want to reach the point where your clients aren't just satisfied, they're huge raving fans. When they're referring you to others and speaking highly of you, that's when you know you've built a truly successful customer journey. These clients don't just leave positive reviews, they leave new business your way. They're the ones who will stay with you for years and recommend you to everyone they know. So, why does all of this matter so much? It matters because your business thrives on relationships, not just transactions. We all know the real value in property management isn't just in managing properties, it's in managing relationships. And I want you to consider your relationship with your tenants in this journey as well, because tenants don't always stay tenants. Tenants have large voices in lots of different communities. You want them to also be shouting your praises from the rooftops as well. So make sure that when you are planning out an investor journey, you're also planning out a tenant journey as well, and even a journey for your suppliers or referral partners as well. So when you build a customer journey that focuses on trust and communication, your clients aren't just clients, they're lifelong partners. And last thing we want when we've worked so hard to get a management in is to start losing managements out the other end because we're not doing our job developing great relationships with those clients. And here's the thing, happy clients always do lead to more business. They refer to you, they stay with you, they help you grow your reputation. Plus, loyal clients are more likely to stay with you, like I said, for that long haul. We don't want them staying for a year and then moving on to another property manager. And you just need to look at my own story for evidence that this really does work. Many of the clients that I've worked with for years still, like I said, reach out for advice. They didn't just forget about me when I sold my business. And that's the power of nurturing these relationships beyond the transaction. So here's your key takeaway from today's episode. Creating a customer journey that goes beyond just managing properties is key to building long-lasting, loyal relationships with your clients. If you can guide your tenants and investors through each touch point with care, trust, and communication, you'll not only keep them, but you'll have them for a very long time, and they'll be, of course, your raving fans. So take a moment today to think about your own customer journeys. Are you doing enough to build trust at every step? Are you staying connected with your clients even after the sale or lease is signed? Thank you so much for tuning in today. If you found this episode helpful, please share it with a fellow property manager who might need to hear this advice. Until next time, thank you so much for being here. Can I ask you a quick favour before you leave this episode? Now, we all know how important reviews are for businesses these days, and mine is no different. If you could spare just a minute to follow, rate and review this podcast, it would mean a lot to me. In fact, what would get me super excited is if you share this podcast with someone in the industry who you think might need to hear some of the episodes right now. And if you'd like to find out more about working with me or any of the products I have to help you start, grow or scale your property management business, head to my website, thatpropertymum.com.au, or check out the links in the show notes.